So tell me if you agree with this or not. I sort of had this feeling, okay, we won. You guys may not like us, but you have to execute the president's agenda. And I think as we saw the years go by, we realized a lot of these people, both some of actually that were appointed by the president, but a lot of folks that are part of the administrative state basically said, no, we're just going to wait you out. You think that's fair? And that's why we need to make sure that the 3,000, 4,000 people that would staff a Trump administration would come in and understand you may not be the smartest guy in the world, but you understand the mission.
Remember what we used to call it was the nullification project. I mean, it was only later in the development of Russiagate and in the House hearings and the Nunez report we realized the depth of it. But you're absolutely correct. I mean, they tried to stop Trump winning the presidency, but then it was to nullify the presidency. And I've never been one to throw around the term deep state loosely, but the administrative state, this fourth branch of government that feels they're impervious to elections. They clearly, that's what I mean. I don't know if we were tough enough, and I don't think we understood the depth. And I agree with you. You would think that, look, anytime a president in the Oval Office says to do something, there has to be follow-up. There has to be people on it. But as you know, the very first weekend that you were there, we did those phone calls. The things were leaked to the Washington Post, which had never happened in history. And you were a naval officer and knew about security clearances. We actually did phone calls with, I think, the president of Australia and the president of Mexico on that Sunday afternoon, and they were in the New York, I think they were in the Washington Post front page on Tuesday morning. The transcripts had been leaked. And so I think that level, I don't think anybody was prepared for the level that the administrative state would say, no, we're still running the government. And
but the thing is, I thought it was more than the administrative state. There were days in which, as well as I do, the president would make a decision. Then you talk to some of the people that were appointees that were sort of like, well, we're not going to fully execute that. And I think that's why, to your point about these projects that Russ Vogt and Heritage and America First are leading,
a lot of people that were appointed by the president, brought in by the president, just sat there and goes, no, that hasn't been thought through. We've got another way to do it.